Hey gang, how are you? Whoops, still setting up. I'm getting ready to run out, as you can tell. It's been a wild week. I've had no air conditioning for 2 nights, but thankfully that's fixed. And I've had two weddings. I had a wedding Sunday, Monday. Tonight I have a party for the bride and groom from Sunday. Tomorrow I'm off, and Thursday I'm back to another wedding. So I wanted to come in and just, when things are crazy, those default habits, the things that are automatic, is what we're going to fall back on. So I'm excited to share that some of the stuff I do is so automatic I don't have to think about it. Things like water, things like eating early breakfast, things like eating every 2 to 3 hours, mostly on the 2.5. Hey guys, if you're popping in, I'm heading to, hi Rhonda, I'm heading to a party for the bride and groom from Sunday's wedding. And I was at a wedding last night. Mostly healthy choices. Last night the food was a little funky. Like weird flavorings wasn't really my thing. But all is good. When you're in a healthy place, if you take an evening and you add a few bonuses, then you just make it up the next day, which we did. But what I wanted to share was the automatic habits that, this week is a little crazy because for those of you that know, I am love the likes. I'm heading to Israel to see my children on Sunday. So I have a lot to do. I have a lot of stuff to do to get my house ready, my son ready. I haven't packed yet, but that's okay. I could do that Sunday. It's really just getting all the other stuff ready, medication, prescriptions, supplies, arguing with one of his supply companies. Don't ask, story for another day. Hey, Esther. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot on my plate, but the beauty of my health journey, ongoing, just like everybody else, is that when things are habits, they're harder to break. And the same, we said this last week in our call, the same as bad habits are hard to break, good habits are equally hard to break. So things like water, things like eating on time, things like making healthy choices for the most part, that's pretty much second nature to me. It's not to say I don't occasionally indulge, but the indulgence will be deliberate and it'll be planned and it'll be, not going to have everything, but I'm going to have that, for example. So before I head out, I just wanted to come to you. I'm tired. Going to two weddings, having no air conditioning 2 nights last week. I know my hat is glowing. I think it's just because of the sun behind me. Isn't that funny, Dory? So actually, maybe I will actually shut the overhead light, see if that makes a difference. No, that just made it all weird. But anyway, hey, it's Facebook Live. Go with it. Is that better? So, Dory, I'm happy to see you're back engaged and back in town with us. Welcome back, and I hope your recovery continues. So, back to my habits thing. So today was a little tricky. My son left late. I'm tired. So I knew I wasn't going to really, hit the treadmill hard. Today wasn't a day that the trainer came, but I had to get stuff done. I had to return something and pick up something at CVS. So I walked. And when I came home, I walked around the long way because I live pretty close, but I did walk all the way around the long way. Not a lot, but it was still a healthy deposit for the day. So now I'm getting ready to go out, and I just wanted to come in and say it's really going to be all about the habits that you develop. And journaling in the morning, setting that intention for the day, celebrating what went well every night is going to make a difference. Now, I got to tell you, I'm tired. When I'm tired, what's my go-to? If you know me, too bad there's no like coffee cup instead of a heart or a like, but that was my go-to. So I did not go for coffee today. I did not. And I'm talking about a cup of coffee. But I did indulge in a little bit of caffeine. I was blending. I'll tell you what I did. I took my new Optavia hot cocoa, which I'll drink it hot in the winter, but I really like it cold, blended with ice. And I did throw about a teaspoon of coffee into it when I blended it because I missed the cappuccino drink, but it has way too much caffeine for me. Gave me palpitations now that I cut back. So I did drop about a half a teaspoon of coffee in there. So it was really just enough to help me get going in the morning. Nothing on the addiction level that I was at. And again, I'm not sipping coffee all day like I used to. Thank God I got rid of that deal. But again, it's all going to come back to what are your habits? What are your habits? And for me, getting to sleep every night this week at a decent hour, because believe me, it's really tempting for me to stay up late and attack all the things that I have to do before I head out of the country on Sunday. So don't not doing it, not watching anything on TV, unless I'm on the treadmill, then that's different. And by TV, I mean on my iPad through Prime or Netflix. But when I'm getting ready for bed, I used to watch something. I don't anymore. I'm either listening to an audiobook or just listening to music to really wind down and shut down. And this comes from 6 years of learning habits and practicing mindfulness and decision making and intention. And that's really what I want to share with you. So everything you do, Dory, I know you got a lot of habits to get back into, but just keep making those healthy deposits into your bank account, because that's what's going to pay off. I promise you, that is what's going to pay off. So I'm headed out to another party. I'm actually one of the hostesses of this party, so I did a lot of the shopping. I didn't do any of the cooking. I did a lot of the shopping. There will be wine and beer. I don't think I'll have any of that just because I have too much to do when I get home. I don't want to be impaired at all. And I know the menu, so I know what I'm going to be having, and it's going to be grilled chicken and just vegetables. Plenty of those going to be there, salads. And it's really about making the plan in your mind 6 years later. It's not as certainly not a struggle anymore. I promise you it won't be. If you just know what you do. It's just what I do before I go. I make a decision. What am I going to have? Do I choose to indulge today? Not a treat, because we don't want it to be a treat, but it's like a little bit of indulgence or drink or whatever it is that floats. It's okay when you're in a healthy place and you're no longer in weight loss, but it all comes back to what are those habits. And for me and for most of the people that I work with, the biggest healthiest habit is going to be the mindfulness and the preparation and the setting the intention, and then really celebrating what went well. So with that, I'm going to grab Zev, head out, and hope to see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye-bye. Oh, Dory, you're 6 months in today. Congratulations. And I know you're doing well. I saw those pictures of you. You look like you're healing, and I wish you continued healing and a speedy recovery. Bye, guys. See ya. And if you're catching this on recording, I'm going to try to pop in live again tomorrow. Hey, Sharon! Love you, girl. And I'm glad you joined us. So again, habits, intentions, celebrations, that's all you need to move forward so that you can live healthy and have a life that you really want. Take care. Good night. Bye.